Retweet if I look like an extra from A Life Aquatic. Like if you get sleepy in an airport sometime. Mike, I've been hung over a guy for a few months now, and I feel like my friends have run out of advice for me, so I was hoping that I can get some help from you. Lol. You've been hung up over a guy for a few months, and your friends, who know you and the situation way better than I do, have run out of things to say. That's worth pointing out, so I'm going to point that out. The guy and I started becoming close because of work. We just sort of clicked. I later found out that he and his girlfriend just broke up, so I decided to let things happen and embrace it, which is something I would never normally do. What would you normally do? Things seem to be working out. We talk every day and we spend all of our break times and more together. When we hang out, we never do anything romantic per se. I guess the usual cutesy banter and tickling. So far, cutesy banter and tickling is the funniest thing I've heard this week. It's just Tuesday, so anything could happen. But if none of this works out, please at the very least start a band called Cutesy Banter and the Ticklings. We'd watch series together, but no one dared admit anything. People around the office started noticing and would always tease us together. Oi, would you look at these two? What with the cutesy banter and the tickling? I did notice that on his phone, he's been talking to a girl a few times, and I even saw a pic of him with the girl in his wallet. Oops! Record scratching sound. What's going on here? How did you notice? Who's on his phone and what's in his wallet? Why did you notice? Nancy Drew? I asked about it and he kind of panicked and quickly hid his wallet and brushed off the whole thing by saying it was his sister. Me personally, always hide photos of my sister. Here's 2 sentences about why looking in somebody's wallet is a bad decision. Either 1, that is his girlfriend, which means that he had to look down at a picture of a girl he's been having regular sexual interpants with and say, yup, that's my sister, and that's gross. Or 2, that might be his sister and maybe something horrible happened and he doesn't like to talk about it. Either way, I think we've all learned one very valuable lesson, and that is to don't look at wallets or phones, even if you lost something in there. He typically likes to joke around, but I admit that was a bit weird. I've tried asking about his ex a few times, and he's never comfortable talking about it, so I never delved deeper. Most people don't like talking about their ex, especially to people that they like or having fun with. Then, one fateful day on the internet, I suddenly see a photo of the girl and him together. They were celebrating their 3rd anniversary. Wait a minute, he and his dead sister are celebrating their 3rd anniversary? I can't be reading, that's not right. Okay, it's not his sister. Thank goodness. We've just got a liar on our hands. Now let's go back to the very top of the message. Mike, I've been hung over a guy for a few months now, and I feel like my friends have run out of advice for me. Do you think you're as hung up on this guy as his girlfriend is? I didn't talk to him properly for about a whole week. I never got out to see him, and I just occasionally reply to his messages because of work concerns. He suddenly called me after that and straight up told me that it seemed like I had been avoiding him, obviously. And I just said that I was real busy. Slick. I have to burp. It was a soft one. I wasn't sure how to act around him anymore now that he's a liar. I wasn't sure how to act around him anymore after that, since I now know where I am with him, but my friends said it would be weird to just completely ignore him, so I slowly went back to our routine. Friends, what are you doing? Dropping the ball, friends. Hey, don't drop the ball, friends. He also wouldn't stop bugging me to hang out, and I admit that I couldn't resist. Hey, what's weirder? Ignoring someone or looking down at a picture of your girlfriend calling it your sister? Leave it in the comments section below. Now, there's a bunch more after that about the guy calling her and stuff like that. That's something we call damage control. But none of that really matters as long as you answer the last question honestly. Dude looked at a photo that he's probably had in his wallet for about 3 years, which is already really weird because he's not a 57-year-old, and you don't need to carry real tangible photos in your wallet anymore because you're not at war or a grandfather and we all have phones. And he said, yup, that's my sister to a girl that he's been flirting with. You can get 100 viewpoints from 1,000 different people. Friends, family, that kid's sister or girlfriend. But today you've come to me for my advice, so here it is. Nope. But you can't just end on a nope, I suppose. So, at the very least, aren't you worth not being lied to, right? At the very least, especially if he makes you feel all good and shit like that, and warm and fuzzy inside, wouldn't you want that person to not lie to you? You think about it. Think about it and you call me back. That's too weird. It's too weird. I hope that I read that wrong. Because I hope that no one would lie about having a sister. I hope I read that wrong.